He's faced a lot of criticism this week for the fact he's not doing much, right? He's doing an event in Bozeman, Montana on Friday. He hasn't had any other public events. He's done a few interviews. He called into Fox and Friends and that sort of thing this week, but he really hasn't done all that much. And I came across this tweet, this X.
So Donald Trump has never been a hard worker, all right? And if you're behind in the polls, holding more events does not necessarily translate into gaining more votes. It has to be these events, winning events, and you pack a large, enthusiastic crowd. 10 days ago on a Saturday night, I looked at some video of Trump giving a speech, I believe, in Georgia, and there were people behind him yawning. So if that's what you bring to the table, no reason to have more events like that. And that's when he went off for many minutes complaining about the Republican governor of Georgia, which diminished morale and enthusiasm among Republicans.
I don't know what you call it anymore. From Stephanie Grisham. You'll remember Stephanie Grisham was a press aide in the Trump White House and has since sort of turned to be a Trump critic. Here's what she tweeted. In regards to Trump's self-announced press conference, he's panicking. I've seen this play many times. He thinks his team is failing him and no one can speak better or save his campaign and defend him but him.
I think this is an accurate critique. It is telling that about half of former cabinet members for Donald Trump do not support him this time around. So Donald Trump is able to maintain much more support from the people who've worked for him than Kamala Harris. But still, right, a great deal, about half of his former cabinet members don't support him. That is telling.
He hates the coverage Harris is getting and thinks only he can fix it.
That's a good point. I mean, Donald Trump spends hours and hours and hours a day watching cable TV. He would get about 6 hours a day, all right, would be marked off on his presidential calendar for executive time, which is really time for Donald Trump to watch TV. So Donald Trump did not work hard, was not a particularly effective chief executive. For example, he did nothing to improve the quality of the Secret Service. Now,